Hi there, this is Teri from stampinmagic.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today's project is this lovely box. I created it using the Love What You Do stamp set and also the Garden Impressions Designer Series paper. The box was created to hold a 6" by 6" card, and it's quite a tight fit. I'm going to change a few of the measurements for today's video. Now this is the card I want to make a box for. Now when I created it, I made a looser belly band, and this measures 6 1/8 inch across. So the box I'm going to create today will measure 6 1/4 inches, which will give it a bit more room. It's a magic window card. If you're interested in creating one of these, I'll put a link to the video up on the top of the screen. So let's get started. We need 2 pieces of card for this box. The base is the blue, which is Pacific Point, and that measures 7 1/4 inch squared. The pink is Melon Mambo, and that's for the lid, and that measures 7 3/16 inch squared. You want to score both pieces at 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. On both the lid and the base, where the score lines overlap at the corners, you have this small square piece. Now we're going to create tabs out of each of those, and you do that just by making a small straight cut along the scored line, and then we're going to notch each side of that little tab just to make it fold in a bit neater. So you do a small straight cut along the score line, and then a tiny slanted cut on each side of that small tab piece. Now on the Melon Mambo piece, the lid, I'm just going to mark the center point on 2 of the sides. I'm just making a small pencil mark, and then I'm going to use the 1" circle punch just to cut out a half moon shape from each of those sides, and this will help you get the lid off. This is the base piece, and you just need to repeat what you did for the lid and create tabs on each of those corners. You don't need to punch out the half moon shapes though on this section. Next, you want to fold on all those scored lines and reinforce the folds using your bone folder. You want to do this on both the base and the lid. Now to create our box shape, you just want to glue those tabs in place. So working on one at a time, add glue to the tab and then stick it to the adjacent side section. Make sure when you do this that your corners are nice and square and they're not slanted either inwards or outwards. You want them at 90 degrees. Then you can place your card inside the box and put the lid on. To decorate the top of the box, you need some Pacific Point card measuring 6 inches square and some of the Garden Impressions paper measuring 5 3/4 inches square. Glue the paper to the Pacific Point mat. You need 2 strips of card for the band that goes across the middle of the lid. The Melon Mambo, the pink strip, is 6 inches by 1 3/4 inches, and the blue strip is 6 inches by 1 1/2 inches. And this blue strip, Pacific Point, I've stamped with the small floral image from the Love What You Do stamp set, and I've used Pacific Point ink. Layer these together and then add this completed section to the other panel. Now I've already created the decorative piece for the top of the lid, and I've stamped it using the Love What You Do stamp set. I've heat embossed the image and then used my aqua painter and ink pads to colour it. If you want to see this in more detail, if you go to my other video where I show you how to make the card, you can see it there. I'll put a link at the top of the screen. All the oval mats were created using the Layering Ovals framelets. So I've just taken the dimensional backings off and then added it to the centre of the panel. Now I can add adhesive to the back and then position it onto my lid. And that's all there is to it. It's quite a simple box to create, but perfect for the job that it needs to do. So here's another look at the card. Remember, it's a magic window card, so the image in the centre is gradually shown as you open the card. The panel on the back is where you would write your message, and it's held closed using the belly band. And finally, both the boxes together. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this project. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and press that notifications bell so you don't miss out on any future projects. Bye for now.